Sorry, once again, I should be showing it like this. This is how it's going to be used. What do you notice about the twist bit, Noah?
It's farther down in the hole.
Okay. Why do you think that is, Lexi?
Because you're going to do a smaller hole.
No.
I don't know.
Well, that's okay.
That was my biggest
Hey,
guess.
it's okay not to know. That's why we're here.
To learn.
Diego, why do you think that twist bit sticks out a little farther?
To guide it.
To guide it. So it's called a pilot bit. To guide so the pilot flies the plane, right?
Right.
Okay. So it's a pilot bit. Truett.
But does it actually cut out a big hole, or does it just cut a ring there?
Ah, that's a great observation.
It only
If you
cuts-
look at this, it only cuts the pilot hole and here. So do you think I could drill through a piece of wood this thick with
no,
this?
you would have to. It would have to be like this. Like it would have to be like if you're drilling through siding or something.
Yep. So
With
it's
wires.
gonna cut. It's gonna cut like a wheel, right? So the wood's still gonna be in there. So that's what these slots on the side are for, to help clean that
Are
out.
we gonna make the wheel?
So you can. We're not gonna make our own wheels for our toy cars.
Aw. We're gonna buy it.
You
So
already have them.
pilot bit guides it through the wood. The saw. So it's a whole saw. Remember that? It's a whole saw. Look at the saw teeth.
Oh, that would help.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to give you as many hints as I can. Okay, whole saw. So you can only drill so far down, and then you're going to hit the bottom of the hole saw. Okay.
Want me to read it?
Yes, read it.
Pole saw bits are used for cutting holes in wood. They produce a decent cut and they cut quickly. As they only cut at the perimeter of the circle, so very little wood is actually turned into sawdust.
Okay, good. So it's unlike this one. See this tray?
Oh, yes, I see that.
These edges, this is a Forstner bit, right? So when you're drilling with this, these clear out. It takes all the wood out of the hole.
I like shove
Bunch
it.
of
This,
saws.
yes.
On the test, is it gonna be like multi-choice for them?
Nope. You're gonna have to know what it is by the picture. Okay?
Okay.
So this one does not remove all the wood. All right, next page.
Do we have to have good spelling for Forstner
You have to spell it.
correctly?
Mason, flip your page over.
Okay, the next one is what, Truett?
The circle cutter.
Read it.
The circle cutter is an adjustable bit that can cut circles of various sizes. This bit must be used only on a drill press, and it produces a clean cut.
Okay, so once again, everyone look at this. Pass one that way, pass one that way.
It looks burnt.
Okay, it is burnt because this part gets really hot. Now, what happens is you put this part in the drill chuck and it spins this way. What do you notice about this bit?
It's really big.
Just this part right here.
It's
What kind of
really
bit is that?
It's a
twist.
twist.
Twist bit, okay. What else do you notice about it, Trey?
The point is, nothing.
I don't know.
Ooh, it's like, I don't know. I'm just
Diego.
The point is really rounded, and
Oh,
it's shorter. It's really
The,
short.
the drills, the that doesn't go up very high.
It doesn't have a step on it.
No step.
It looks more pointier at the bottom than the other one.
Okay. What about now? I'll make this question a little easier. What do you notice about it compared to this part?
Wait. Is that the top?
This, yep, this is
It goes down
This
farther.
is where it goes in the chuck.
So it's a pilot bit.
Ah,
Makes
yeah.
a circle around it?
Yes. So Diego said it goes down farther than the cutter. It's a pilot bit, just like on this one. So it stabilizes and centers the cut. This is what actually cuts the circle.
Whoa.
Right? So it's not really a bit at all.
So you can make wheels out of it too.
Yep. So you can make large holes or large wheels because once again, it doesn't cut the wood out in between here,
Oh,
right?
what if I use that?
So
for wheels?
pilot bit steers or drives the hole, stabilizes it. You're going to have your wood clamped to the table, obviously. Truett,
Are they
question.
adjustable?
They are adjustable, okay? With this little set screw right here, I can move it in and out so I can make different size circles.
What about that?
Are you taking the test today?
Yes. Okay. So, circle cutter. Remember, because it cuts the wood here. it cuts the circle rather than drilling it. Does that make sense? It's not really a circle cutter bit, it's just a circle cutter. Thank you for raising your hand,
Can you
Noah.
adjust that part?
Yes, you can flip it around if you need
Can you
to.
go like up so it like makes a?
You can raise, yes, you can raise it up and down, okay? So this cuts circles, larger circles. That make sense?
So it's called the
Circle cutter.
That would make total sense.
Total sense, right? Okay.
Lexi.
Now the next one
Um,
is one of these.
Kastanke bit.
Okay. Whose turn is it to read?
True it.
Truett. Okay. Or is it?
I
Isn't
read
it?
last time.
It's Trey's
Oh,
turn.
Trey's turn.
My
Sorry.
turn.
So
The
sorry.
counter stink bit.
Counter what?
Stink.
Nope.
Sink.
10 push-ups, Trey. I don't need that kind of crap happening while I'm trying to teach. You know what it says? Now you can do 10 more on your toes.
I was going
You're
like
on your
this,
knees.
and I was going like that.
Keep your knees off the floor. Okay, now read it again.
The countersink bit creates a pocket into which the head of a screw will sit. It is using a bit such as this that a screw head can be set below the surface of the wheel.
Okay, so if you look at this lower picture and ignore the bottom part, need something to cover that. Okay, ignore the bottom part of that picture, okay? Just the top of that picture right there. See that? Mm-hmm. So that is where the head of a screw can sit down into the wood that you're screwing together. Mm. And you use one of these countersink bits to do that, okay? So there's different styles here. This is obviously the one in the picture, but there's also different styles. So that's what those are for. Question Noah, then I'll come to you. I don't know. Countersink bit, different styles, sinking the head of a screw into the wood. Trey?
I had a question about the circle cutter.
Okay.
Why is the pilot not ahead of it? Doesn't he look like pilot in the picture?
Yeah, that's not pilot in the picture.
Yeah, it does look pretty bad, doesn't it? But it is. Okay. All right, countersink. So that's one of these. How can we remember that that's a countersink? Think about your bathroom counter,
And it has a sink.
and it has a sink in it, unless you have one of those fancy sinks that's on top of the counter. Anybody have that?
It only spins
Yeah.
one way.
I have
Okay.
a big
So
farm.
think of a normal sink that sits down into the counter.
It only
That's
spins
right.
one way.
Counter sink. The sink sits below, makes a hole below the surface of the wood.
Is this magnetic?
Shouldn't be.
I think it is.
We have a big farm
How would
sink
you know
that
if
is
it's magnetic or
massive.
not?
Because there's magnetic shit. There's iron shavings on it.
Well,
It
that
looks
could
like
just be stuck. Okay, so how do you remember what this is?
It looks like a sink in the counter.
It makes a hole that
does
looks
not
like a
look like
sink
a
in a
sink.
counter, okay? No, but it drills a hole that's
counter sink.
Oh.
below the surface like a sink, okay? Counter sink. Now the last one,
Combination drill bit. Also
Countersink bit.
countersink bit. So
Read
this
that.
bit will drill a hole in one step that allows a screw to be installed so that it is set below the surface of the wood. Shown in below is a picture of the hole this type of bit will drill.
okay.
That's cool.
So it does several things at once. This is the one that looks like the one in the picture, okay? You want to pass one of those around that way? Look at that one.
When you
Okay.
write it down, should we call it a combination bit? drill
Yeah,
bit?
you can just do the combination drill bit. You don't have to worry about the countersink part because we know what that is.
The bit itself almost looks like a twisted, broken like piece of metal or a
Yeah,
screw or something.
it's pretty flat as far as the drill bit goes. But see how it does everything? It does the countersink at the top. Okay, the smaller ones are a little hard to see that, but so that does a combination,
Do you have big ones?
right? This is the biggest one. Okay,
So they're not very big.
so it does a combination of all the holes at once. It does the pilot hole, it does the countersink, everything for the screw at one time.
That's so weird.
Okay?
I don't like
How
it.
flat it is, and it can
Yeah,
still
you
like.
can still drill.
When would you use this? Like in what project would you use this?
So like if we were screwing the two parts of our phone stand together, we're gonna nail them together, but if we were screwing them together from the bottom, we wouldn't want a screw head sticking out the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we would use that bit so the screw head would go up into the wood. So it would sit flat on the table.
Oh, so like. I get it.
So if you look at this picture, this is one piece of wood going this way and it's screwing into another piece of wood. All right, and you want the screw head to sit down below. Okay, so what kind of bit is this?
I think put like
Spade.
What kind of bit is this?
Brad
Point. Brad point.
Brad point.
Brad point.
Brad point. What
Twitch.
kind of bit is this?
Spade.
What's this?
Hole saw.
Hole saw. Remember the saw teeth around the edge, okay? Hole saw. What's this?
Circle cutter.
What's this?
Hole saw.
What's this?
Force bit.
Forstner, okay? Force is not gonna cut it. All right. What's this?
Counter strike.
No, it's
countersink.
It does a
Combination
combination. It drills a combination of holes. What's this?
Countersink.
Countersink.
What's this?
The combination drill bit.
Good. Let's see. What else do we have here? What's this?
Combination drill bit.
Combination. All right. What is this?
Twist. That's a Brad.
Brad point.
Brad, what?
Brad point.
The point is important on the test, okay? Just Brad is not going to cut it.
It has a point at the
It
end.
has a point. It has a point that looks like a Brad, okay? Brad point. Where? Let's see. What am I missing? There we go.
A
Twist.
Okay, what about this one? What's this?
That's
A twist.
twist.
That's a twist as well.
Twist.
Okay, what have we forgotten?
I don't think anything.
Okay, now
Countersink. The missile one.
bonus. Yeah, okay, what is this?
Missile board.
What's this
It's
one?
a countersink.
It's a countersink. Okay, it's just a different style. This will be the one on the test. So
that's
don't
good.
panic.
This
Okay,
one
now
looks like war.
here's a little
wow.
bonus. Little bonus.
Countersink.
What is this? No.
Drill. Christmas tree.
It looks like something
Drill
like a
up.
mold, like
Oh, it's one of
underground
no. You do that.
Oops.
You do that when you're like drilling at a roof.
Nope.
Or
Wait,
no,
what
does
is
it
it?
make edges so that you can?
What is the
so
black
it grips onto stuff better if you put like a screw or something in there?
No.
What is the black part for?
Black
It
part.
is spade.
This I'm holding it as if it's in the chuck.
What is this black part?
Is that a countersink?
Oh, that's where the shavings come out. No, it's not on the list.
A cone.
Oh,
It's a, okay, now let me turn it this way and see if it'll help.
Cone cutter.
What if I started here and started climbing? What would I be climbing on?
Stairs.
Steps.
Mountain.
It's a step cutter.
It's a step bit, okay? So you can start drilling something, not very thick though, because each step is only about 1/8 of an inch. So it'd be like cutting sheet metal or something like that. You drill small and then the hole just keeps getting bigger and then you stop when you get to the size hole you want. If you look at it,
That's ingenious.
let's see. I guess it doesn't have the measurements in it. Okay, so that's a step bit.
Step it. Would that
Yep.
be an extra credit on our test?
Well, it could possibly. I'll bring it in there with me.
So I take that as a yes.
All right, so let's cover a couple more. Now, what do you notice about this
That's a
bit?
big.
There's a
That's
screw
like the
on the end. That's the racetrack. It looks like the
marble
things that
track.
go down.
It looks like at the Portland airport.
There's
It's not on the list.
There's a step bit on the top of it. Like, similar to
Actually,
Brad
is that a
point.
step bit?
That's
Look
a
at it closer.
screw.
That's a pilot.
How about spiral blur?
It's like a Brad point but instead of a Brad.
It's called
Spiraler?
okay, the official name is a self-feeding auger bit. How many of you live on farms? Anybody?
I work on a
Okay,
farm.
so you work on a farm?
And I work on a
So
I might work on
if
a
you
farm.
look around at some farms, they'll have these big long pipes that go up to the top of the storage bins.
Yeah.
Inside of that is an auger.
We
It
use
feeds the
auger when we go
grain.
ice fishing. We
Yeah,
wake up at
okay.
Diamond
Or
Lake,
when you're
Good.
making hole posts.
and it takes
Now-
like 3 hours.
This is, Truett noticed first that this is a screw. So if I start drilling with this into
You're not gonna be
wood,
able to pull it out.
it's gonna actually pull itself through.
So you don't have to pull
Right.
in a whole lot.
Right, you don't have, and as a matter of fact, you wouldn't, You would not use this on a drill press.
It would be like reverse it.
Well, if you're drilling all the way through something, eventually it's going to go through. Why wouldn't I use this on a drill press?
Because that would go all the way to the table, and actually it would pull the drill press down.
Yeah, it would, and it might try to lift the wood up. Okay.
Try to suck
All
it
right.
in.
So now this one. Oh boy, what the heck is this?
That's a bullet.
No.
That's a mistake.
It's
No.
a bullet maker.
Is that a mistake?
It's a broken
they
bolt
broke
is
it?
what that is.
No, it's
That's an
not.
accident.
You know what you should do is, for your next class,
That
you should
is
take
a
the
twist.
broken bit, and when you're doing this, you should be like, well, what's this one? And see if they can guess if it's a broken bit or
Okay,
not.
so this is actually a little short dowel maker.
I don't
Notice
get
that
it.
there's a hole in the middle.
It's a what
Dowel?
maker?
Dowel, so
What's
it
a
makes it a
So like,
little wooden
you know, a little wooden peg?
cylinder. Okay.
Oh.
So it's
it
a
cuts
bullet maker.
around the wood. A wooden bullet maker. Okay. All right. Now this last one. This one's kind of cool. Watch what I can do with this one. See that part?
It
Oh my
slides up
gosh.
and
See
down.
that slides up and
So
down?
it's like a guard. It's like a guard.
The shape of this, if you look at it from the side, is kind of like this. So come over here and let's open this door.
Shall we?
Come to my basement.
So look at this hole, this hinge hole up here.
What hinge hole?
What? See that hole right there? See what shape the hole is on the edge?
Yeah,
Now,
it's
if I
like
were,
rounded.
if I wanted to drill a hole right in the middle of this, which I would to put the screw in, I could put this. See how this?
Wait, does it make a stop on the outside?
No, but it centers it up, and then I push on this while it's spinning, and it drills a hole right in the middle of that hole.
Amazing.
So it centers your hole in a hinge. All right,
I
back
was
out here.
yawning. I'm sorry.
Lexi, stop yawning.
Don't be sorry. Just be.
Okay, that is all the drill bits. What kind of drill bit is this?
Forster.
What kind of drill bit is this?
Spade.
What's this?
Twist.
What's this?
Spade.
What's this?
Combination.
What's this?
Circle and cutter.
What's this?
Hole saw.
There we go. What about this?
Brad
Brad point.
Okay, good. So, phew,
What about this?
we have 15 minutes, and
What's
I'd
this
like to
called?
get through the test. Okay?
Can we study a little bit? It's called
You could,
warhead.
yeah. Well, we pretty much studied this, so you guys go back in. We'll give you about 5 minutes to look over the rest of this stuff.